come to the end. The Honorable Advisor to the Governor, Dr. Abdullahi, Local Government Council Chairman, Your Royal Highnesses, the AMS led by His Royal Highness, the Chairman of Zamfara, our eminent Islamic scholars, other senior government officials, and of course our esteemed Excellency, indeed, at this point in time you are granting audience to the service chiefs. And the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Tayo, the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal.
Which Alhamdulillah, we have achieved a tremendous achievement and we recorded a lot of successes on the issue of insecurity. Yesterday in the night, we secured the release of 10 abductees that were kidnapped and under this bandit for almost 3 months. And all these activities that we are doing were not paying a dime or a kobo. But it is on the results of dialoguing and peace accord. And our mission is simple. You know, we have a very strong security architecture in the whole Western Africa. And we don't have any doubt on the capacity and the capability of our security. But more manpower shall be employed. The Emir of Ankara has already stated it, that these bandits, they are very much in the forest, and including the younger ones, you see a small boy under 12 years wielding AK-47. Most of them have abandoned the cattle rearing. They are all back to forest, establishing camps, which most part of the northern Nigeria is spread with different camps of banditry activities. So this is not something that we should take it lighter. Some talking point that I want to stress on this visit is one, we need a much deployment of more troops across the whole northwestern state. More deployment of more troops across the northwestern state, not just Zamfara. We equally appreciate all the effort of the federal government under the leadership of His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari toward defeating the lingering issues of banditry. Particularly, we are appreciative of the recent resolutions to deploy additional 6,000 troops to complement the effort of those already on the ground. As I said, I met with Mr. President and he assured me that more troops will be deployed to Zamfara State. And he assured me that as soon as possible, this deployment is completed, I will be informed and the numbers of the troops that were employed to the state. I thank Mr. President for this support. That is pertinent to mention that there is for deployment of more troops, as I said, in the whole northwestern state, so that action against the bandits shall be in unison. I have mentioned in my office that we must provide a blocking forces if there is any clearance that will be taking place in Zamfara or Kaza or anywhere. The Grand Army has to partake on blocking most of the route of these bandits so as to prevent them spreading to others neighboring state. So I think you have to adopt this so that the whole northern state will be secured. War equipment. Part of the manpower, there is also the need for more fighting equipment such as gun trucks and tankers to be placed, if possible, in most of the routes of these criminals. And I appeal to you that the troops that will be deployed to Zamfara should not remain in the city, should go to the apex center of all the forest. Because stationing the security in the city did not help, because it allowed those criminals moving freely with their sophisticated weapons, harassing innocent citizens. So I believe if this troops sent to Zamfara should be deployed to different camps, and not just to wait till after the attack before the security attack these criminals. They should go hunting them from one camp to another. By doing so, I believe our army should be able to clear most of these criminal camps. Because as far as this camp exists in the forest, there is no way these people can live their activities. So my advice to you is to get complete information of such camp and deploy these troops to go and clear each and every camp within the Zamfara and northwest of Nigeria. Prosecutions of modern warfare depend largely on modern war equipment and gadgets. It is very vital for this modern war instrument to be provided to our troops if we are to win this fight against banditry in the northwest. So I call upon to federal government to, as matter of urgency, should place an order of a modern warfare equipment so that our security will be equipped with a modern technological warfare equipment. So they will be up to standard and they can be confront any element and any segment of any criminals in the northwestern Nigeria. There is no empirical evidence or to prove any connections between mining and banditry in Zamfara state. Mining in Zamfara state primarily are artisanal miners which were licensed by Federal Ministry of Mines. We have anti-mining, anti-illegal mining team that were posted with their more than 100 special police force, and it was the government provide the accommodations and other logistic and even a monthly stipend for this, which is not the responsibility of state government. We are not the one who bring them. We didn't search for them to come. But because we are worried on the illegality of what is happening in the state. So when they are posted to come to the state, we welcome them and we accommodated them. And I inform all the Emirates that they should work with such team so as to bring any conflicts to book. It was during my time that many foreign nationals, particularly Chinese, were arrested and sent back to their respective countries. I was given this order by Mr. President. I work with the relevant security agencies to ensure the arrest of those illegal foreign nationals who are partaking the minor activities in the state, which I inherited them, but I clear them away from Zamfara territory. The theory that banditry is aimed at controlling Zamfara gold resource does not hold water at all. On the ongoing dialogue and the military action, within the 2-month time frame given by Mr. President for bandits to surrender, we shall intensify our dialogue efforts while at the same time sustaining military onslaught against recalcitrant bandits, which we all agree. And even before emergence of these service chiefs, we are going on 2 approaches, which is stick and carrot approach. The government support the military whenever they are going for any operation. Because all we need is how can our people move freely in the state. So any responsible government must make sure that it will maintain a reality and lasting peace in his domain. A national platform for crisis resolution. We need a national platform to address all security issues, taking into account interconnectedness of our societies. Crisis affecting one part of the country is likely to affect the other unless we come up with a common avenue for crisis management. By doing so, as I mentioned earlier, that we have to provide a crisis effective management, because this is a Northwest, and about 6 6 states, including Niger State, are all affected with these activities. So we have to come together and take a lasting decision that can help and improve the security situation of our region. And I have no doubt by coming to Zamfara State and by taking brief from your commanders, you shall be able to understand more and have more insight of what is happening in Zamfara State. We therefore here for you, and the government will support any move as far as it will end these banditry activities in the state. So you shall count on me, and you shall inform Mr. President that I am up to my responsibility. And I will be given any support to any troop or security agencies that are needed so as to end this current situation and to change the narration of the president to a better narrations. And I have to thank our traditional rulers and the Council of Ulamas and other well-meaning citizens of the state by supporting this government on the activities on how best we can bring down the level of these activities of insecurity of the state. Therefore, we welcome you with our heart. We keep on praying for you to succeed. And any intelligence that we receive in our hands, we'll make sure that will be shared among the security architecture of the state so as to help the security for combating this criminality in the state. We thank you very much, and we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take you back home safely as you come to Zamfara. I wish the next time you are coming to Zamfara, Zamfara will be celebrating a free from any criminal activities of the state. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me first and foremost appreciate His Excellency for the warm reception that he has given to me along with the service chiefs and the rest of the team. And of course, that within a short time that we gave the information that will come in, that we elect to receive us. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of our coming is simple. First, to see our troops that have been here for a while, undertaking operations to bring peace together, not only in Zamfara State, but of course in particular in Zamfara State, but across the entire Northwest. We are aware of the expectations arising from the unending state of insecurity in Zamfara State. The whole essence of establishing Operation Hadarin Daji is to work in partnership with the other security agencies and ensure that peace return. So, given that the situation has not abated, we felt that it is essential for us to come to find out from the commander on ground, the general officer commanding, who is also the commander of the operation, along with other officers, to know what the issues are. We equally realize the centrality of the governor's position along with the state government and of course the traditional rulers, what role they play in ensuring that there is peace and security across the land. So it's in that regard that we felt that we needed to see you and to pay this courtesy call. I'm quite delighted that you have chosen to see us, and also to bring along to this hallowed chambers, as it were, our revered traditional rulers, who are actually custodians of peace in their various domains. And I think that their role is very critical. So that they are here means that you are called a lot of regard to not only the traditional rulers, but equally the role that they play. So I want to also thank you that you have accepted to be here on the invitation of His Excellency, the Executive Governor. We value your contributions, and we know that you've been doing quite a lot, and we expect also that you do more by going to let your subjects know that there's nothing better than peace. Peace is what we want. We are here as soldiers. We are only after bad people. We deal with bad people. We have come because we don't want our people to live in fear anymore. But we need you to support us. We need you to pass relevant information. You've been doing it, but I also pray and urge you to increase the tempo. So, Your Excellency, this is the simple reason why we're here, and I want to thank you along with your government and the very good people of Zamfara State for all that you've done. I know that Zamfara has always been a peaceful state, but for the past few years, it's been in the news for the wrong reasons. And we think that time has come for us to reverse that trend. So the narrative going forward, as you come from Zamfara State, is that Zamfara remains a peaceful state. Zamfara people are loving people, they are accommodating people. They are those who welcome visitors and those who are ready to live in peace with one another. We, as members of the armed forces, as the instrument of state to ensure that there is peace and security, we will do all in our power, whilst encouraging those who want to live in peace to actually go about their businesses. Those who do not want us to live in peace, we will go after them. So thank you, Your Excellency. This is the reason why we're here, and we want to appreciate our traditional rulers and everyone that is here for this reception that you accorded us. Once again, I'd like to, on behalf of the services, thank you, and to also let you know that Mr. President is aware of this visit, the Honorable Minister of Defense is aware of this visit, and the charge that he has given to us is part of what we're implementing. Thank you, Your Excellency.
As an artist that make out the defense of Nigeria here, it's allowing me to turn on the existing already established protocol. We are actually not only in prayer mood, but in happy mood today in Zamfara. I feel the presence of these strong defense officers. We are full of prayer for you since your inception. We have hope on you, we rely on you, and we are very optimistic that you will do something to help us. The Almighty Allah guide you and protect you in this endeavor. The news that they are coming has sent jitters to the enemies. It has sent happiness to a lot of people. How I wish somebody can go around as people when they hear about this everything. I was start by not only welcoming you but pray that may God Almighty God grant you the health, the energy, and the wisdom to prosecute this task of providing security for the people of Nigeria, not for the people of Zamfara. Reverend Brother, I was always pray, wish you well. Also to agree that you cooperate with the guys this Herculean task. Remember, you have succeeded from officers before you, and I come to know that most of you have been theater commanders, you have been the theater, you know everything that, nothing that is new to you. So I hope you bring to bear the experiences in this generous task. Allah guide you. I see this opportunity to make an observation to the current situation vis-a-vis the response of federal government in the state. We have been unjustly treated by virtue of pronouncement of security advisor. Number one, declaring the State nuclear zone as not connected. Disconnected, so that we don't have airport in the process. Secondly, there are other states that have more programs than the Zamfara. They were never declared nuclear zone. Second, there's no connection between mining and flying, because we have no record that this the air to provide weapons, all the miners are providing weapons to bandits. In fact, I can testify on 2 occasions the bandits have attacked mining companies and abducted mobile policemen, confiscated their weapons and uniform, and killed 2. And just about 2 weeks ago, the same day, the bandit abducted the children of Zaidebe. The same night, they attacked the Sabotunga, Naboda town, Anka, and Magu. They killed 10, they abducted 100 persons. And most of those that are abducted were abducted from mining places. So we see there's no that connection between supply of people, whatever the bandit. And we are not encouraging illegal mining, but we know we have legal miners in them. And through them, the people have benefited immensely. I hope you recall the flight of Zamfara, the number of IDPs we have, the openings and so on. And you can proudly say the mining companies that operate in Zamfara have contributed immensely in providing support to teaming IDPs and the widows and orphans. So cancelling or prohibiting mining in Zamfara is going to affect another problem. I imagine if there is no this mining activity in Zamfara, what would have happened to the main population of IDPs and orphans. So I have to use this opportunity because the people that make up who matter and depends are here. It is information will depend that these things were made. So we hope the relations with each other and federal government will come to our rescue. We will see reason in this what I saying, because a lot of people are going to suffer immensely. I also want to report the incidents that happened before the coming of this region. Excellency is a part of dialoguing and reconciliation with the bandit. And we have seen the advantages, the good in it. Many markets were hitherto closed and now open. Many towns that were hitherto unapproachable and now approachable. People are going. I want to leading a committee that is from the bandit anchor. I know what I suffered from before this. I know what I'm doing now. So we have no option. The SSC has no option but to resort to dialogue with these people. Because, yes, there are security forces, but make a comparison beside the number of our bandits. You can see that there's no way the present number of people can even handle the banditry activities in the world. I am not sure if we have up to 5,000 soldiers in Zamfara. Even if you combine them with the police, I'm not sure if they are up to 10,000. But the bandits we have, I can tell you they are more than 30,000. And they have what we call state of the art equipment and see aircraft, etc., etc. So we know they can tell you about the business there. Sometimes they are average address. We don't tell you, but we know. I'm not a soldier, but I know. I sympathize with our armed forces because one, the equipment, and I can the required equipment to confront this funding, and the population also. So we do justice to them. That is help them. Providing what is required to actually do. We know they can do it. We know the performance of our soldiers in Darfur, in Sierra Leone, Liberia, and all over the world. The children, encouraging remarks on our soldiers. Only for the now to say they are not doing, but let me say, while they are not mentioned peacekeeping, wherever they are being provided with whatever they require. Here is not the case. They are lacking in disability, they are lacking in men, and there is problem with the morale. That is why I feel that you unite. 3-4 of you have good synergy cooperate. Our system people and we are still continuing to pray. And His Excellency is doing this. He has a traditional title. Matawalle. It's a war. And because he has no equipment, he has no right caliber of men. So we have no come to this and we have seen the goods of it. So we are proud of it, we have been doing, we are part of it, we are partaking, and we are now going to dedicate our time to more prayers for him. So we are doing for him and for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You know the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he has something in his heart, but we want more effort. So thank you for coming. We pray to Almighty God that in the way you counsel him, he also will have journeyman to have representation. May Almighty God help you, in achieving what we all expect, what we all looking for in the whole nation. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.